See if this is better. Is that okay? See if you feel a grab here. Is that okay? All right. And then glute min. You probably heard me say it already many times. It's deep. You're going to go, you okay? That's glute max. Then we're into glute med right here. Now you're going to feel a little sore achiness when I get to glute min. Right here where it's really dense. On some people, you'll get to glute min and you'll think that you tapped the bone. And it isn't the bone. It's that tight. So trust that there's no way you got to glute min with half a needle. Like you didn't. Or you didn't get in it. If you're hitting the bone and you didn't use most of your needle, push. And you're going to get there. You're going to get in that ischemic, tight glute minimus. Glute minimus is so prone to getting really tight and ischemic. And you can imagine with a muscle like that that puts some internal rotation on your hip, how much greater trochanter pain you could have from glute minimus. So it's a much neglected, forgotten muscle. Nobody goes to the gym to build their gluteus minimus. So you don't hear about it. But it's a source of a lot of hip dysfunction, and it helps the TFL. So let me just grab this real quick. I didn't test my points with the pointer. I'll probably regret it. Because the TFL, it isn't, I don't always get it perfect. So we're going to see. I'm just going to hook it up and hope that they both move. If not, I'm going to adjust the TFL. Glute minimus, you almost can't get wrong. It's just always going to fire. Okay, I'm turning this on. You can feel a little pulsing. Waiting for the stim to start. Okay. You okay? Okay. That's TFL. And that's glute min. Are you okay? All right. It's just for a few minutes. It's too strong? Okay. That's a good TFL. Glute min you're not seeing as much only because it's so tight. 30 seconds from now, let's see. I think we'll start seeing this needle bouncing more as the gluteus minimus releases. But when he had a labral tear on this hip, so it makes sense that these muscles got super tight because they're trying to stabilize his hip. And you're helping them to stabilize the hip by getting the tension out of them because when they're tight, they're weak. They're not stabilizing. I think there was probably a time early on when I felt like, what if I release this tight muscle? Is that going to throw off their joint stabilization? Because maybe it needs to be protectively tight. But no, that's BS. Because a tight muscle is just weak. There's no stabilization happening from that tension. Yes, their flexibility is horrible, but that doesn't mean that they're stable. Releasing the muscle will be a stronger stabilizer. It got short and tight because it was working hard to stabilize, and now it's run out of room and can no longer stabilize. Are you okay? This is loosening up.